Hey, welcome back. So for this video, we're going to go ahead and create this gas spring right here. So we are creating a total of 7 parts. So we actually start off with 1 part, and we end up with 7 at the end. We will be assigning materials at the end of this, so let's go ahead and get started. So at this point, we are starting off on step 1. You're going to create a copy of this document. We need to make sure that we're in millimeters and kilograms. So let's go up to our units, millimeters and kilograms, so we're good. Now for step 2, we're going to create an extrusion. So let's go ahead and select extrude. We're going to work on faces of sketch 7. So go ahead and click on sketch 7. We're doing add. We're doing new. And for the first value, we're selecting 20 millimeters. We're going to add a second end position, which will have a value of 212. And go ahead and hit enter and accept. Now for step 3, we're going to use Boolean. So this will create a cavity on this clevis joint. But before we move on, let's make sure we change our name. So go to part 2, rename, and type out piston rod. So now the Boolean feature. Let's go ahead and select Boolean. Subtract, tools, we're using this rod right here. Targets, we're going into the clevis joint, and we want to offset. No, my bad, we want to keep the tools and accept. So notice, if I hide the piston rod, we just created that cavity here. And we're good. Now for step 4, we're going to create a revolve. So this will be a new part using revolve. So select revolve. We're going to select new, and the faces that we're using, we're going to select the edges of sketch 8. Notice this line right here. And we want to do thin. So let's go ahead and select sketch 8. And our construction line was not selected, which is what we want. We're going to select revolve axis, this part here. We're going to zoom in. Notice we want a thickness of 1.5, so let's change our thickness to 1.5, and just be sure that we want the smaller dimension, not this one right here. So we're going inwards, and go ahead and accept. So we're going to rename this part to read cylinder. And hit enter. For step 5, we're going to create 4 new parts. Notice parts 4 through 7. So we're going to do another revolve. And let's actually hide the cylinder. So let's do revolve. We're going to select solid, new. And we're selecting the faces of sketch 9. And our revolve axis will be this one here. And notice we want to select new, so that way we have our 4 new parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are good. And let's go ahead and accept. So keep in mind, if we do Shift X and we select our right plane, we can look at our device. So we want to see these cavities here for our first O-ring, and then notice this cavity right here for our second O-ring. Let's go ahead and accept this for now, just to name this correctly. Alright, so now we're going to change these names. Notice this first orange piece will be called oil seal. So this is my part 6. I'll rename it to read oil seal. My small O-ring is this one right here, so I'm going to rename it to read small O-ring. Notice that your parts might be different, so make sure you label them correctly. And then my larger O-ring, which is this one over here, part 5, rename larger O-ring. And this will be important for later. And then lastly, my end cap is this hockey puck or table hockey puck handle looking thing. So rename end cap. Alright, so we're good. Let's go to step 7. So now we're going to do a sketch on the top plane. So let's go to our top view. Click Shift X to change our view. Okay, so now we're going to create a sketch. Let's make sure it's on our top plane. Oops, top plane. And notice I'm doing the sketch on the top plane. And let's go ahead and create this square right here, or a rectangle. So I'm going to start off by placing it. Let's just draw it here, like that. And then this part, let's make these two coincidental. Okay, we're good so far. This will be at a distance from here of 5 millimeters. This will have a value of 20. This will have a value of 35. And we're good. So we're going to go ahead and accept this. For step 8, we are extruding this. So just go ahead and click extrude, remove, through all, and symmetric. And the faces is this right here. And we do merge scope with this part right here. Yeah, our end cap. So once again, we've selected our end cap. Make sure you have all these features. And we're good. Solid remove through all and accept. Now we're going to use our feature, or we're going to mirror. So go ahead and click on mirror. Select feature mirror. And we're going to do extrude number 4. And our mirror plane will be our right plane. So scroll up, click on right, and reapply features. So once again, extrude 4, right plane, reapply features, and go ahead and accept. Now for step 10, we're going to move on to our right side. So click right, and let's zoom in right here. So we're going to create this dot right here. So start a new sketch on that end cap. So I'm going to select this and create sketch. Let's go ahead and select this and select construction and project. So now we're going to focus on this point right here. So let's create a point right on that. Alright, and let's show constraints. We're good so far. So now we're going to draw a circle right here at the center point. Actually, let's not do that, not yet. Go ahead and accept this. For step 11, actually for step 10, let's go ahead and do this. So go back to sketch 10, let's draw a circle, or a point, and select this point, select this curve right here, and click on concentric. So this is just to verify that our point is concentric to this curve here. Now for step 11, we're going to add a hole. So accept, click on hole. Let's view, so our sketch is right here. We're going to select this point. And we want metric simple, vertex of sketch 11, minus sketch 10, that's fine. No pasa nada. Merge scope is with the end cap, we're good. We got drilled 10 and 10, drilled 10, 10, start and through all. Started through all. Alright, accept it. Now for step 12, we're going to use a chamfer feature. So go ahead and select chamfer. We're going to select this edge here, and then this edge. Oops, there we go. So we want to use offset, equal distance, 1 millimeter, and accept. Now for step 13, we are going to apply certain materials to these items here. So let's go ahead and select all of these. Just let's hold shift and actually deselect the O-rings. Let's right click, edit material for parts. These items that are selected will be stainless steel, which is what we have, so good. And now these two, right click, assign material. We're going to select silicone rubber, as shown here, and we go ahead and accept. Alright, so now for our final step, we're checking our work. So we're going to use a Mask Properties tool. So I'm going to hover over everything, select Mask Properties, and then I do the self-check, and we should get the correct answer, and there it is. So anyways, thanks for watching, try it out, and move on to the other videos. Thank you.